This weekend's highly anticipated Manchester derby has sparked heated discussions even before the opening whistle. The intense rivalry between the two city giants always creates rich narratives, but this time, the spotlight is on the crucial decision Manchester City must make regarding their goalkeeper. The situation between the sticks for City is now the biggest conundrum, potentially influencing the dynamics of the match. The manager is faced with a strategic dilemma: whether to retain a first-choice player who may be underperforming, or to place his trust in a second-choice player who may be more mentally and physically prepared to handle the immense pressure of the derby. This decision is not simply a matter of choosing a name, but rather a deep consideration of the stability of the backline, the team's confidence, and the goalkeeper's ability to withstand sporadic attacks from their arch-rivals. Each choice carries its own risks and rewards, and how this decision will affect the outcome of the match will be one of the most compelling stories football fans have been waiting for. Two names have emerged as prime candidates to fill the crucial position between the sticks at Manchester City: Gianluigi Donnarumma, a new signing whose arrival has created a wave of excitement among fans, and James Trafford, a product of the club's academy who has long awaited his chance to prove himself on the big stage. The two offer contrasting profiles, with Donnarumma bringing international experience and a reputation as one of the best young goalkeepers in the world, while Trafford boasts the fighting spirit of a homegrown player who understands the club's philosophy and identity. This major change in City's defense stems from Ederson's departure to Fenerbahce, a transfer that surprised many and left a significant hole that needed to be filled. Ederson's departure not only represents the loss of a quality goalkeeper, but also a central figure in building attacks from the back, a crucial aspect of the manager's tactics. Now, with a new era upon us, City have the opportunity to overhaul their backline and carve out a new identity, with the decision on who will be the starting goalkeeper being the foundation of this revolution. The arrival of Gianluigi Donnarumma from Paris Saint-Germain (PSG) was projected as the ideal solution to fill the void left by Ederson. With his stellar reputation and wealth of experience at the highest level, Donnarumma was expected to be a solid rock between the sticks for City. Meanwhile, James Trafford, recalled from his loan spell at Burnley, also received a golden opportunity to shine at the start of the season. His promising performances during his loan spell have piqued the interest of many to see him in action at a higher level. However, the performances of both goalkeepers have become a hot topic of debate ahead of this classic Premier League clash. The spotlight has focused on their every mistake and brilliant save, with pundits and fans alike trying to analyze who is more deserving of the City goal in this crucial clash against their City rivals. The inconsistent performances of both goalkeepers have created uncertainty and added pressure on the manager, who must make difficult decisions based on recent form, long-term potential, and tactical fit with the team's strategy. Stephen McInerney, a football analyst known for his in-depth knowledge of Manchester City through his esteemed company channel, offered an interesting insight into the goalkeeper selection dilemma facing Pep Guardiola. According to McInerney, regardless of who is chosen to guard City's goal in the Manchester derby, there are distinct advantages the team can gain. McInerney explained that both Gianluigi Donnarumma and James Trafford have strong arguments in favor of their trust. Donnarumma, with his proven experience and quality, offers stability and the potential for crucial saves in crucial moments. Meanwhile, Trafford, as an academy product, brings a fighting spirit and a deep understanding of the club's philosophy, which can energize the team. However, McInerney also emphasized that each choice carries its own consequences. Playing Donnarumma might mean sacrificing opportunities for talented young players to develop, while choosing Trafford might be considered a gamble given his lack of experience at the highest level. James Trafford has been entrusted with guarding Manchester City's goal for the first 3 Premier League matches of the season. It's a valuable opportunity for the young academy graduate to prove his worth on the highest stage. His first team debut was a memorable one, as he kept a clean sheet in a 4-0 victory over Wolverhampton Wanderers Wolves. Trafford's solid performance in goal not only provided a sense of security for the defense but also sent a positive signal to City fans that they have young talent ready to compete. The convincing victory over Wolves was clear evidence that Trafford can handle pressure and make a significant contribution to the team. However, after a promising start, James Trafford's performance has declined significantly. His brilliant debut performance seemed to fade, and gaps in his game began to show. One of the most highlighted moments was a costly error he made against Tottenham Hotspur. This error had disastrous consequences for the team and raised doubts about his ability to consistently perform at the highest level. Furthermore, in the match against Brighton and Hove Albion, Trafford also failed to show his best performance and was forced to concede twice. This decline in performance is certainly a serious concern for the coaching staff, who must immediately find a solution so Trafford can regain his confidence and perform more solidly between the sticks. James Trafford's string of underwhelming performances has cast doubt on his credentials as Manchester City's first-choice goalkeeper. Once seen as the club's future hope, his position is now once again under question, and the pressure to prove himself is mounting. Amidst this unfavorable situation, Gianluigi Donnarumma has emerged, a goalkeeper with a stellar track record that is hard to ignore. Donnarumma arrives at the Etihad Stadium as a European champion with the Italian national team, a feat that demonstrates his quality and winning mentality. Furthermore, he is also a former mainstay at Paris Saint-Germain (PSG), where he has consistently performed and become one of the best in his position. Donnarumma's presence certainly presents a very attractive option for Pep Guardiola, who now has 2 goalkeepers of equal quality competing for the starting spot. Gianluigi Donnarumma recently featured for his country during the international break, but his performance has drawn criticism from various quarters. Although Italy secured a dramatic 5-4 victory over Israel, Donnarumma's performance was deemed unconvincing, with several near-fatal errors. Nevertheless, his status as one of the best goalkeepers in the world makes his presence in the Manchester City squad hard to ignore. His experience and quality remain valuable assets to the team, and he has the potential to be a long-term solution in goal. Despite his underwhelming performance during the international break, Donnarumma remains a leading candidate to start in goal for City in the derby against Manchester United. Stephen McInerney, an analyst for the Esteemed Company channel, emphasized that Pep Guardiola's decision is no easy one. The big question on the minds of fans and football observers is, will Gianluigi Donnarumma be immediately fielded as a starter, or will James Trafford be trusted to guard the City goal in this crucial match? McInerney believes Donnarumma should be given the opportunity to play from the start. I think Donnarumma should play, because that's the main reason he came to Manchester City, he said. Donnarumma's presence is expected to provide stability and added quality in the goalkeeping department. However, McInerney also reminded that the Manchester Derby is always a high-pressure match, even for a player of Donnarumma's caliber. The first derby is always high pressure, and even world-class goalkeepers can make mistakes, he added. Therefore, Guardiola must carefully consider all aspects before making a final decision, including the mental and physical condition of both goalkeepers, as well as the strategy he will implement in the match. While acknowledging that Gianluigi Donnarumma is a logical choice based on his experience and quality, Stephen McInerney is more inclined to place his trust in James Trafford in the Manchester derby. McInerney believes that Trafford, a product of Manchester City's academy, has a distinct advantage that Donnarumma lacks. He explained that the 22-year-old has developed with the club's academy from a young age and has absorbed the values and philosophy upheld by Manchester City. Furthermore, Trafford fully understands the importance of a derby to the club, the players, and especially the loyal fans. His deep understanding of the rivalry and the fighting spirit instilled in him could be crucial factors in a high-pressure match like the Manchester derby. By giving Trafford a chance, Guardiola is not only rewarding his hard work but also sending a positive message to all academy players that hard work and loyalty will always be rewarded. I personally want to see Trafford play. He has grown and developed with Manchester City from a young age, and playing in a game as big as the Manchester derby is certainly a dream for him, McInerney said enthusiastically. He believes that giving Trafford a chance would be a very meaningful moment for the player and the club's entire academy. However, McInerney also acknowledged that there are practical aspects to consider in the decision to field Gianluigi Donnarumma. With his extensive experience playing in big matches, including at international level and in the Champions League, Donnarumma is seen as having the mentality needed to handle the pressure of a match of the caliber of the Manchester derby. Donnarumma's ability to handle pressure, make quick decisions, and lead the backline could be key factors in keeping City clean. Therefore, Guardiola must carefully consider both options and select the player who is most mentally and tactically prepared to face the tough challenge of the Manchester derby. McInerney added, "It would be strange for Manchester City to sign Gianluigi Donnarumma with his stellar reputation, only to not immediately field him in a match as big as the Manchester derby." This statement further underscores the dilemma Pep Guardiola faces in deciding who will be the starting goalkeeper in such a crucial match. This situation places Guardiola in a difficult position and requires careful consideration. Starting Donnarumma from the start would give the impression of courage and demonstrate complete confidence in the player's quality. However, this decision also carries a high risk, given that Donnarumma still needs time to adapt to his new environment, teammates, and Manchester City's style of play. Meanwhile, keeping Trafford in goal could be considered a safe decision and provide continuity for the team. However, the public and fans certainly expect the presence of an experienced and proven player in a crucial match like the Manchester derby, and this could put additional pressure on Trafford if he continues to play. That's all, and thank you for watching our video discussion this time. Don't forget to subscribe and like, guys. Thank you.